Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Bound by Flame. We're still in the thick of the tutorial, not much else has happened. But we recorded a good 45-minute episode. We got a look at the warrior skill tree, if nothing else. So, talk regularly with the Red Scribes. Some of them may occasionally have interesting work to offer mercenaries. Alright, we're going to keep going. I've looked into this game a little bit more between episodes. I think getting all of the achievements takes like you can gamify it to get them all in 2 playthroughs, but really they designed it to take at least 4. So where I'll do kind of the same thing I did in Dark Souls. I'm gonna go for all the ones I can realistically get in a single playthrough, but you know, there are multiple branching paths for, you know, well, we'll see soon enough, but there's one for, I looked at the achievement list, there are 4 different romances, and you can only do 1 per game, and there are also 2 different, like, overarching paths. There's apparently, I guess it's that possession level in the stats menu. We'll find out exactly what that's about soon enough, I'm sure, but there's an achievement for letting the demon take over, and there's an achievement for staying human, so I'm kind of leaning towards there are also and there are achievements for maxing out all 3 skill trees, and you only get enough skill points to max out 1 per playthrough. So they designed the achievements to require multiple playthroughs. So I've looked a little bit into what I would like to do. And for the first playthrough, which will be my only playthrough, I think, I'm going to go the human path. As a human male, there's only 1 character I can romance. So that'll be the one of the 4 that we get. And I think I'm gonna go the ranger skill tree, which is like, you know, stealth and critical hits with daggers. We should be. I think those are the ones that are like quasi mutually exclusive, and like there are tricks you can do. You know, you can hold all your skill points till level 19, and then you can, because the level cap is 25, and you can, when you've got all the skill points at level 19, you can save your game there, and then you can fill 1 tree to get the achievement, and then reload and fill it to get another, and then reload and fill it to get the last one. Then you can, for the romances, like if you're, and there's only, I'm trying to think. So you can't do same-sex romances in this game. So when you choose your gender, you are absolutely locked into 2. One or the other, which is why it requires multiple playthroughs. And the other one you're absolutely locked into is early, not at the very beginning, but early, is whether you go human or demon. So people have gamified it to get 2, but even to try, if I were to try to go for 2 romances to get both women, one of them requires you to have high possession and to be on the demon path. And I don't feel like doing that just for the sake of achievement, when I think the storyline that I would prefer is the human one. That being said, we could get a few more had I chosen a female character, because the female must stay human to romance the 2 male options. And yeah, so there's a lot of quasi-mutual exclusivity, but I'm not going to gamify and save scum and level hold to that extent. It's, I mean, I already died once in the tutorial. I think keeping myself artificially at level 1 through the majority of the game would be pretty brutal. But we should still be able to get most of the others. It's like, get kills with the various kind of weapons, get kills period, that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's load back in. We are in the temple at the top of the world. This is where we came in. These steps right here, so let's look over here first. Uh-oh. Who dat? Attacking with the daggers. The ranger combat style is more active than the warrior style, but the attacks and parries are less powerful. You can now change combat styles using V or Tab Delete in the tactical menu. With the ranger combat style, use Q to jump backwards and dodge any attack. I like it. Press Tab Delete to open the tactical menu and use a health potion when your health is at its lowest. Well, I can't interrupt him. That's 2 deaths. That's pretty wild. Alright, well, if that way's a fight, let's go side passage first. What do you say? It is really strange to have a whole area like that with nothing lootable in it. Let's go to the little side quest room. Hey, there's a chest. Profit. 20 gold, gemstone, and a health potion. Health potions are used to heal wounds and restore health points. Crossbow bolts. Quarrels are used up each time the crossbow fires. I need raw metal and bones to make those. Alright. What's up, Buffalo?
Is everything okay, Buffalo?
As long as I can hear them mumbling, everything is okay. One of those dead things managed to get as far as here, but I killed it before it could interrupt them.
That's good news. The captain's holding the front entry, Hawk's on the west wing, I got the east. Got any idea where Peeler is?
I think I saw him over on the east side. You should find him if you head over there.
Thanks. I hope he's still in one piece. And, you might want to check inside the invoking room. We just came across some specters. Those things can go straight through walls, and they might get in there without asking you first.
Is that so?
Find Buffalo in front of the invoking chamber. None shall pass. I guess that means they're done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, cool. Alright, well... Leather. 3 raw metal, bones, and tainted blood. Oh, enemies are dropping loot now. Raw metal, bones, heart dust, tainted blood. Alright, nice. 2 raw metal, and I think the ranger combat tree should be open now. Yes, it is. Alright, well. Okay, yeah, ranger. Fast attacks. Carries out an attack with the equipped daggers. Assault. Executes a rapid series of dagger attacks on an enemy. Hold right mouse down to charge the assault and carry out a longer series of attacks. Dagger damage with each blow, 75%. Stealth. In this mode, you are less visible and make less noise. Dagger attacks on enemies taken by surprise are always critical. Blocking. Goes into parry stance with the daggers. Movement is slowed down, but hand-to-hand attacks and light projectiles can thus be deflected. Dodging. Quickly jumps backwards to avoid an attack. Dodging at the last moment lets you riposte while avoiding the blow. Alright, novice. Rain of Blades. Skill not mastered. Damage of the daggers plus 10%, no interruption when an enemy parries your attacks. Speed of sequence of the daggers plus 15%, speed of sequence of the daggers plus 30%. Expeditious. Changes target during an assault. Charging time for an assault minus 50%. Chance of superhuman dodge for the duration of an assault, 30%. Invisibility. Enables faster movement in stealth mode. Discretion in stealth plus 100%. Enemies can no longer see your light, cancels the stealth penalty. Vivacity. Enables sprinting in ranger stance only combat. Lets you move more quickly while parrying. Damage taken while moving or dodging, minus 10%, ranger stance only. Reflexes. There's more time to riposte. Chance of superhuman dodge when riposting, plus 50%. Chance of superhuman dodge when riposting, plus 100%. Yeah, I think that's the one we're going with. Cool. Alright, groovy. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, shit, stealth mode. Let's do it. Being stealthy. Press X to activate stealth. You can also do it using tab delete in the tactical menu. Damage is considerably increased when you surprise your enemies. Okay. Hey, level 2. Level up. You have gained a level. Go into the menu skills of the game menu to spend your points. Alright, we're going to Ranger. Yes, I want Rain of Blades. I'm gonna go ahead and take it to rank 2. I like it very much. Ah, see, yes. Okay. Upgrading equipment. You can upgrade every piece of gear you own in the equipment menu. Be sure to keep the components that could be useful to you. Okay, so I can use the cleaver sword instead of the default sword. It lowers attack speed but raises ability to interrupt. And it can also carry 2 upgrades. The biting daggers are a straight upgrade, full bore, better crit chance, better interrupt, better physical damage and stealth. And they can also do 2 upgrades. Guard. Barbarian guards, +1 physical damage. These simple guards make the weapons noticeably heavier, thus increasing the damage. Guards of impact, ability to interrupt +2. These guards are designed to increase the impact power of the weapon. They require more steel. Guards of the vampire, better stealth damage. These light but sharp guards make stealth attacks more lethal. I think I'm interested in better raw damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that upgrade. Craft Barbarian Guards. Yes. And then for the pommels. Also extra physical damage. These pommels, designed by the Warriors of Algandar, improve weapon balance. Pommels of the Perfect Blow. Better crit chance. These pommels are designed to make weapons lighter so each blow is more accurate. I'll go ahead and do that. Can I recycle the spare daggers? I guess not. Okay. No problem. I might go ahead and recycle the cleaver sword. I'm really not interested in slower. That's just not how we roll. Feats. Oh. So I get to have a feat as well. I'm very interested in better experience earned. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Yeah, none of the rest are even... oh, Trapper was available, but that's okay. Alright, neat. That was a lot. Oh, I got turned around. This is the way forward. Brother in danger. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you. Oh yeah, you're an archer. Yay. Oh boy. Spectre. Yeah, I know. Oh, wow. That sure was cheeky. Whoa, hey now. Why does he get to do that? Well, I clearly have some things to learn. First thing is there are enemies up here, so I'm gonna go stealth mode. Got the archer. Quick save not authorized. Yeah, shield bro's still after me. It's those dang specters, man. They've got ridiculous range. They can kind of... Well, that surprise attack they can do is really horrendous. Where it just ducked into the ground and then popped out and took off a third of my health. That's right. We're learning. That's what the tutorial's for. Alright, well, we got him. Still got two others. Ain't life grand. Oh, wow. I even got to do stealth mode. Well, let's loot the Spectre. Heart Dust. Try and get the shield guy from stealth. Got him. I think their loot bags don't appear until the combat resolves on like the allowed to save level. Raw metal, tainted blood. Alright, well that wasn't bad. I'm obviously going to have to be very careful playing this game on the hardest difficulty. That's fine. I like careful. Okay. Oof. Hey, an exploding trap.
Hey, Vulcan! I need some help here. There's too many of them, and I got this little scribe under my feet.
You, Scribe. Get back to the chamber and the others. Can't protect you if you keep wandering around.
Bound by Flame achievement unlocked. What could that be? Just a warm-up. Vanquish 25 enemies. Oh.
Hey, thanks. Without you, I'm pretty sure that jerk would have gotten me killed.
No shit. Next time, be more careful, okay? I talked with the captain. He wants to see you.
Oh, shit.
Hey, level 3. Help Peeler out. The brother in danger is done. Find Peeler, help Peeler out. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got skills. Let's go back to Ranger. I am, I'm gonna go ahead and take Rain of Blades up to level 3. I'm not that interested in Assault. Invisibility is pretty good. So let's work on that. In the Land of Feats, I can do Trapper, which is eh. I got nothing here yet. I could take Tough. I can take Mule. I'm gonna take Tough. Extra health is always good. Alright. Gold. Well, that's not bad. I like this game well enough. Two health potions. Hey, okay. Let's go stealth mode. Aha. Service of the Red Scribes. Alright, we're in the East Wing now. I can't quick save. I also can't really see. Check the East Wing. There we go. Defend the East Wing. Yeah, I got it. Alright. Spectres are the really dangerous ones. Probably shouldn't phrase it as saying I outright relax when they're gone, but I kinda do. What are you? Roasted. Oh, hi. Level 4. Nice. Alright. Get to the red scribes in the invoking chamber. Sure, sure. There's a chest in here, too. Okay. Definitely doing ranger. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and top up invisibility. Maybe not. No. I'm going to give myself more time to riposte, and then I'll take discretion and stealth. And I've unlocked the amateur rank, which is fun. Let's look at those. Deviousness. Chance of critical hit of the daggers plus 5%. Chance of critical hit of the daggers plus 10%. Chance of critical hit of the daggers when attacking from behind plus 20%. Oh. Can't see that one yet. Surprise. Damage of daggers on a surprised enemy plus 200%. Chance of critical hit with a fire spell or crossbow shot on a surprised enemy plus 100%. Minus 75% of noise when a surprised enemy is killed with one blow. Rancor. Riposts hit the enemy 3 times instead of twice. Chance of critical hit on riposts to 50 plus 15% and plus 30%. Alright, another feat. I can take Mule. I can take Finder. Nearby chests give off a sound. If I wait to have 2 feat points, then I can boost my critical chance with daggers. I think that's what we're gonna wait on. So, yeah, we're gonna wait. That's pretty good, though. Alright, what do we have here? Any more side quests? Oh, Spewer. Although there aren't so many of them among the Deadwalker troops, the Vomiters are extremely dangerous in hand-to-hand combat. Some of them, full of poison, explode when they die, so it is a good idea to take them out from a distance. Rumor has it that some of them, infused with magic by their masters, can cast spells. Well, that sounds lovely. Alright, well, we finished our side quests. Check the East Wing, defend the East Wing, get to the red scribes in the invoking chamber. Alright, so that's next. Let's do that. Is that it? Oh yeah, no, there's no new passage there. We just had to go in there and fight. Okay. Reasonable.
Position is lost. Retreat! Everyone fall back to the invoking room, and fast!
Skeletons. Amazing. Get them all? We did. Excellent. Ooh, I like this moving faster in stealth mode. I like it a lot. Spewer. He wasn't bad. screwed up and took one hit. I'm so used to Dark Souls, but this game doesn't have a stamina meter. I just dodge as often as my heart desires. Did none of the skeletons have anything? Looks like they didn't. Alright. Enter the invoking chamber. Let's do it. The temple on top of the world.
Concentrate. We almost have it.
Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that. This stupid ritual is taking too goddamn long. Oh, shit. Here come the hodlers.
Are you going to be all right?
I'm fine. Worry about those dead walkers.
Are you hurt, Buffalo? For now, you just have to take this round. Got it, Sergeant. I'll keep the poplars busy.
Oh, damn. That sucked. Please don't make me watch the dumb cutscene again. Alright, good. My allies are strong. I wonder if it's like well, it's not like they're party members yet. But I wonder if I wonder if, you know,
Something is wrong. The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
there it is. I guess we have a demon now. There it is. Anyway, I was saying, I wonder if
Stay away from my daughter.
it's like Elder Scrolls in that they aren't subject to the difficulty setting damage penalties like myself and my party members likely will be.
I shall not let thy weakness be our downfall.
Strange. A strange power has invaded you. You can now use the powers of the flame from the tactical menu. Use Orb of Fire with 3, use Burning Weapon with 4. Protect the Red Scribes. Defeat the Juggernaut. The Juggernauts are immense creatures of muscle and bone animated by magic. The Ice Lords use them in raising sieges and destroying fortresses. Although they are slow, their slightest blow can shake walls. The glyphs that they wear attached to their lower limbs must be broken if they are to be defeated. And like any creature of the Deadwalkers, they are fairly sensitive to fire. Sybil. Sybil is a young scribe and Aeolus's daughter. She is full of insatiable curiosity and has no small amount of courage for a young woman doubtless more at home in the library than the field. Though she is hardly a dreaded magician, she can use healing magic and some other spells skillfully, and could well prove very useful on the battlefield. Aeolus. Aeolus is the master of the Red Scribes. He is a wise and learned man, at least on the surface. It was on his orders that the scribes went to the mountain temple to perform a ritual that would put an end to the apparently infinite power of the Ice Lords. It was also he who hired the freeborn blades to protect them during this difficult operation. Leestus. Leestus is Aeolus's lieutenant. He seems devoted to his master and order to the point of appearing rather dull. He is without a doubt a brilliant scholar with a tremendous well of knowledge, but he doesn't exactly seem like someone who leads and makes decisions. Yes, the last skill tree is Pyromancer. Orb of Fire. Sends a ball of fire at the target. Fire damage 25, ability to interrupt 15. Burning Weapon. The equipped weapon burns for 15 seconds. Fire damage plus 5. Guardian Flames. Invokes 3 protective flames for 15 seconds. Each blow taken makes a flame disappear. Resistance to damage while there is still a flame, plus 30%. Fire Wave. Sends out a wave of heat that repels all enemies in a radius of 4 meters. Fire damage 10, ability to interrupt 30. Upgraded Orb of Fire. Fire damage plus 5, ability to interrupt plus 5, chance of critical hit plus 20%, damage plus 100%. Flaming Weapon. Fire damage plus 5, duration of effect plus 5 seconds, the spell is cast instantaneously. Concentration. Interruption resist plus 10 while casting a spell, speed of sequence of spells plus 30%, magic points plus 10 when you kill an enemy. Flame Mastery. Invokes 4 Guardian Flames, additional resistance to damage plus 10%, invokes 6 Guardian Flames. Intense Heat. Cost in magic to cast the spell minus 5. The spell is quicker to cast. The wave knocks down all weaker enemies. Okay, we still don't have Pyromancer feats, which is fine. Let's use a healing potion. Oh, I have to... There we go. Bound by Flame, achievement unlocked. Beasted, vanquish a Juggernaut. It wasn't bad.
Burning. do that? Captain, I think it's time we talked about a promotion.
We don't have time for this, Vulcan. We need to move out before the rest of them get here.
The passes are probably crawling with them already.
There's a passage to the other side of the mountain. It will lead us to the swamp.
The swamp? Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, did anybody see what I just did to that huge fucking monster? I mean, seriously, I fried that thing. I saved our asses, and you're all just, hey, what's for lunch?
I said shut it, Vulcan.
Oh boy. We're an angry teenager. Elsewhere. Ooh. Press L to light up dark areas with your power of fire. Oh, okay, so now I have the light. And if I take the third rank in invisibility, it won't penalize my stealth to use it.
Thou hast fled.
What the?
Thou didst hold the power to face the necromancers, yet thou didst flee.
I had no choice.
No choice. Hast thou even thought of choosing? Thou art fled like a thief, and thou hast left me, the shadow of myself, trapped here in this prison.
I did not create this situation. I'm not even sure I understand what has happened.
The hour for questions is past. Thou must act. It is I who will suffer for thy cowardice. I who will pay for thine fault. I who will face extinction. And if I must die, if the flame is extinguished, our world will die as well.
I will not let the flame die. I am in a war against these necromancers, and at last I have the power to fight them.
What dost thou hope to accomplish in this ridiculous human shell? As it is now, it is useless to us. The flame is not a toy for mewling infants. It exists to reign. Its power must not be stolen from thee. We must reconquer the world heart as swiftly as we may.
Hey, Vulcan, enough of your daydreaming. Move your ass, huh?
Buffalo.
Swamp. Path to Valvanor. Thanks to his new powers, Vulcan no longer needs a torch. Press L to light up dark areas with your fire. Be careful though, as light may nonetheless draw the creatures of the swamp. The flora and fauna of the swamp seem to have undergone extreme mutations in order to survive. Alright. Missed the rest of it.
Vulcan, you hear me? Pull your finger out.
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. My head feels like a bomb went off in it.
Well, shake it off. We're still not at the end of this stinking swamp, and I'm not gonna carry you all the way to the village.
Anyway, how come Hawk isn't the one with me here? He's the lead scout. I always go with him.
Hawk is covering the back of the line, so this time, I'm the one who goes with you. You'll get over it.
Keeping watch on me, Sergeant? Fine with me. Let's go.
Let's go.
You lot are about as discreet as a herd of hunchbacks.
Relmar.
I thought that elves were supposed to have superior eyesight. Do we look like stiffs to you, dickhead?
Not yet. But with an arrow sticking out of your throat, I'm certain that even a chatterbox like you could do a passable impression.
And you'd be the next one down.
Possibly. Perhaps I should aim for the largest target first.
Not if you want to keep both your balls.
What have we here? Buffalo in person. Well, that's a good sign.
What's going on here? How's the scrag with the pointy ears?
Thanks for noticing. I try to keep them sharp. I'm called Relmar, and I gather the red-faced fat belly with the filthy beard is none other than the famous Elric, leader of the Freeborn Blades.
They call me the Captain.
All the Freeborn Blades call you Captain Elric. I have no doubt that they do. As for me, I've never had much interest in titles or in military protocol. I judge people by their deeds.
Oh. He didn't get to be captain by accident.
His rank was granted in the field. You seem like you know enough about the Freeborn Blades to know what that means.
I have enough knowledge of your history to know that your leader has made a name for himself. So, yes, call him what you will. The fact that he is your captain concerns only you and those availing themselves of your services.
That's enough. We're not going to stand here bullshitting all night. Just what the fuck are you doing here, Relmar, you horse-tongued bastard?
Looking for you. Well, I began by searching for the Red Scribes. Prince Arundel is wounded. We had to withdraw to Valvanor, where I learned that you were expected. I just wanted to make sure you found your way there.
This is not my first walk in the wilds, arsewipe. As you can see, I'm on the right path, and we've nearly reached our destination.
Captain, those creatures I told you about this morning are gathering nearby. They're probably getting ready to attack us.
Ah, well those are called chrysalids. They wait until they have gathered enough numbers, and then they overwhelm you. And it would seem your little group is attracting a whole swarm to the village.
Well, we'll give them a welcome.
Actually, in spite of themselves, these creatures do an excellent job of keeping Deadwalker scouts away without raising any suspicions. If we allow them to gather here and then massacre them, I fear we'll be moving their territory a bit too close to Valvanor, which will lead to our being discovered sooner or later. I suggest we send 1 or 2 men back. This will keep them separated and occupied while the rest make it to the village. I'm ready to volunteer. If you fear I might try and slip away, I know the area well.
Sounds like a plan to me. Vulcan, you're on it.
I want to go too. The animals and plants in this swamp are extraordinary. And the venom of these chrysalids seems very interesting. I'd love to get a chance to observe them more closely.
Sybil, that is out of the question. Have you lost your mind? It's too dangerous.
So, Sybil's a mage, Relmar's an archer. Sybil has a side quest, and Relmar does not, which makes the decision for me. Interesting venom, huh? Come along with me then, Sybil.
Come on, let her off the leash. It'll be good for her. I promise I'll bring her back in one piece.
Vulcan, rule number 2.
We'll see you at the village.
Sybil!
See you later.
Pyromancer. You have unlocked the Pyromancer skill tree. Go into the skills menu to spend your points. Ah yes, and we hit level 5. Okay, well we already looked at that. I'm going to spend my skill points on Ranger. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Let's make sure I can use my light and stealth. I'm not sure what superhuman dodge is or if it's any good. For now, I'm just going to up my dagger crit chance. And then I should have 2 feat points now, which means I can up my dagger crit chance even more. Okay. Now if I wait for 3 feat points, I can get Colossus. If I wait for another 3, I can get even more experience. I'm interested in that. I might hold my next 3 feat points and wait on Passionate. But with that being said, go into the Fights menu in the Diary menu to display information on the enemies that you have encountered and study their strengths and weaknesses. Show Sybil the local fauna. Sybil has joined the group. Okay, at the service of the Red Scribes was done after protect the Red Scribes and defeat the Juggernaut. On safari with Sybil. Okay, nice. Chapter 1, Twists and Turns in Valvanor. Demon. The demon is a strange, doubtless unique creature that possessed the first body it could find during the ritual that brought it to the surface of Vertiel. Alas, that body was yours. Its intentions with you are not always very clear, yet it seems to be pursuing a specific objective, whatever the cost: free the World Heart from the grips of the Ice Lords. Relmar. Relmar is a cheeky elf, but ready to sacrifice anything for his ideals. Unlike most of his people, he refused to obey his king's order to remain neutral, and helped the other nations in the war against the Ice Lords in his own way. For many years he attacked his own people's convoys in order to provide weapons and resources to those who fought, which made him a pariah and outlaw in his homeland. Nonetheless, he loves his people and is proud of them, and holds his childhood friend Prince Arundel in high regard. Okay. So yeah, side quest. Main quest. At the service of the Red Scribes is done after, a village of refugees. Drive back the hostile creatures of the swamp. Okay. Cool. What's Sybil have to say?
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I have some questions for you.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What do you want to know?
Are you Aeolus's daughter?
So Aeolas is your father?
Aeolas.
Yes. And yes, he is the leader of the Red Scribes.
That's handy for you.
You are so predictable. Daddy's little girl can do whatever she wants, right? Don't fool yourself. I'm endlessly having to prove myself more than any other scribe. My father doesn't treat me better than the others, and I expect no less from him.
At least that explains why you look like you just stepped out of a library. I guess he encourages you?
Yes, of course. But I'm big enough to make my own choices. Knowledge fascinates me, and I suppose it would have been like that whoever my father was.
Can you tell me more about your order?
Can you tell me more about your order?
Of course. The Red Scribes are an order of sages. Our quest is to find the answers to all the great mysteries of this world.
And so you know about magic?
We study magic from an essentially theoretical viewpoint, but we're not an order of magicians. Even though some of us practice healing magic, but we have nothing to do with the destructive power magic used by the Lords of the Frozen Shadows, and we know very little about that domain, unfortunately.
I see. But that doesn't mean you can't research it, huh?
Obviously, especially now. Any knowledge which would help us turn this war around would be helpful. But according to our archives, we were already studying magic more than 5 centuries ago.
Oh, really?
What do you know about the Ice Lords?
What do you know about the Ice Lords?
As much as it is possible to know without having met them. In some ways, they're quite fascinating, even though the term might seem inappropriate.
Where are they from?
Where did they come from?
Most people believe that the Lords appeared recently, at the beginning of the war. But I have found certain scrolls that lead me to believe they have been around more than 300 years. They are originally from a region far to the north of Vertiel. For a long time, they remained there. The beginning of their conquest is quite recent. We all think that the war started 10 years ago, but in fact, it is much longer, maybe even the last century. It took them a long time to escape from their region of origin. The dwarf kingdoms were in their way, and they put up a fight.
You had me going there for a moment. I'm sorry, but dwarves? Save it for the children.
But you're wrong. The dwarves did exist, but the Ice Lords exterminated them.
Right. And I bet they also massacred all those poor dragons and goblins.
You know that dragons and goblins don't exist. You're impossible.
Do they have any weakness that we could exploit?
Do they have any weaknesses that we could exploit?
Not that I know of. All of the Ice Lords are powerful sorcerers. They are far more powerful than all the other magicians. They have an unlimited army. If they have a weakness, it's not that.
But in spite of all of this, you think there is something?
I do. We often imagine the Ice Lords as a vast megalithic power. But that's not true. In fact, they desperately hunger for power. Just because they pulled their powers to create the Deadwalker army doesn't mean they like each other. Their balance of power is precarious. As soon as they are done with destroying Vertiel, they'll probably start killing each other.
Sure, but that doesn't help us much if we have to wait until they're done.
Perhaps there is a way to stir up the tensions between them. Even if for the moment, I can't think how.
Perfect. How do we kill him?
Perfect. How do we kill him?
If I knew that, do you think I would keep it to myself? But I can tell you this, we do believe it's possible. We know that there are 7 lords. Black Storm, Lady Crystal, Marshal Winters, the White Lady, Lord Blackfrost, the Chiller, and the Ice Duchess.
Everybody knows that. We've had our asses kicked by them enough.
For sure. But in the past, there were more of them. Some scrolls talk of 9 or a dozen, even of 30 lords. Of course it's confusing. And I doubt they would have freely given the information of how to kill one of them. But you can bet that some of them have died. We just have to discover how.
Let's change the subject.
Let's change the subject.
Do you know what happened in the temple?
Do you know what happened to me in the temple?
I'm still searching for an explanation. Something must have gone wrong during the ritual.
But what was the god's damn ritual supposed to do?
The Red Scribes have always had quite limited magical skills. I believe that the ritual was meant to increase their magical powers to try and find a way of combating the Ice Lords. But instead of channeling pure energy into each of the scribes, the ritual called forth a conscience that settled in you.
Your father called it a demon. How come I got stuck with it?
A demon? That reminds me of the old text, but I couldn't say if that's what it is. You were standing right there, so that force flowed into you. It could have been my father, or any of us, I guess.
Well, that's just great. What do I do now?
I would dearly like to help you. But even though I have searched through all the texts I have here, I can find no reference to anything like this experience of yours, at least for now. But until we have found out more, you must try to fight against this thing. Do not allow it to get comfortable. We don't know what its intentions are or how powerful it is. It could be dangerous for you.
Tell me what you've observed of the creatures of the swamps.
So then, any result from the study of all these creatures of the swamps?
Well, I'd really like to meet some of these creatures who live here. But for now...
What can you tell me about the World Heart?
What can you tell me about the World Heart?
Many of the people on Vertiel believe that the World Heart is just a myth. There are many different beliefs from one region to another, but most of them have more in common than not.
The World Heart is where life and prosperity are born. I've already heard that crap.
If we were to imagine Vertiel as a living being, the World Heart is exactly what it sounds like, the heart of the world. It's what keeps the world alive. It beats, and Vertiel lives from its energy. If you wish, I can try to learn more about it. Come back and see me in a few days.
Let's talk about something else. So we need to talk to her again after we actually make progress in her side quest. We need to talk about your combat style.
We need to talk about your combat style.
What do you want me to do?
Or actually just stay the way you are.
In fact, you fight just great. Don't change a thing.
Alright.
Let's move on. Alright.
Not this way. I'm not going back to that temple.
Groovy. Okay, so here we go. That is going to do it for episode 2 of Let's Play Bound by Flame. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, I hope you'll give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you care to discuss this or any of my other content, the best place to do so is my Discord server. There's a link to the Discord in the video description that I've set never to expire. That being said, Discord's got a bad habit of expiring my links anyway. In the event that has happened, please feel free to contact me directly, and I'll be very happy to send you an invite myself. If you care to support me or the channel, the best way, apart from liking and subscribing, is through my Patreon page. Patreon supporters get to nominate and or vote for the games they'd like to see completed on the channel in the Patreon slot, which is currently occupied by System Shock 2. Once a game's chosen, I play it through front to back in my very aggressively completionist style, and when it's done, I have my supporters choose another. If you're interested in getting involved or learning the details, the link to the Patreon is also in the video description. Regardless, I really do want to thank you for watching. I'm grateful for your time and attention. I appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.